What does life actually look like when you're one of the richest humans in modern history? Because Jeff Bezos doesn't live like a normal billionaire anymore. He lives at a level so extreme that people online describe it as trillionaire lifestyle living. Private mega yachts, multi-million-dollar mansions, space companies, private jets, billion-dollar investments, and enough wealth to influence entire industries across the planet. But here's the craziest part. Jeff Bezos started with a tiny online bookstore operating from a garage. Nobody back then could have imagined that small company would eventually become Amazon, one of the most powerful corporations in human history. And once Bezos became one of the richest people alive, his lifestyle transformed into something almost unbelievable. But before the super yachts and private space rockets, Jeff Bezos was just a highly ambitious entrepreneur obsessed with the future. In the 1990s, he founded Amazon as an online bookstore during the early days of the internet. At the time, most people thought the idea sounded risky. But Bezos saw something bigger. He believed online shopping would eventually change the entire global economy. And he was right. Amazon expanded from books into electronics, clothing, streaming, cloud computing, groceries, and almost everything else imaginable. Eventually, the company became so massive that millions of people worldwide depended on Amazon every single day. And as Amazon exploded, Bezos' fortune skyrocketed with it. At one point, he became the richest person on Earth. And that level of wealth changed everything. Today, Bezos owns some of the most luxurious properties in America. Massive mansions in Beverly Hills, Washington, D.C., Hawaii, and other elite locations. Some of these estates reportedly cost well over hundreds of millions combined. But real estate is only a tiny part of his empire, because Jeff Bezos also owns one of the most talked about super yachts in the world. A gigantic luxury vessel worth an estimated hundreds of millions of dollars, complete with support yachts, luxury interiors, private amenities, and enough space to feel more like a floating billionaire palace than a normal boat. Photos of the yacht instantly went viral online because of its insane scale. But Bezos' ambitions go even further than Earth itself. Because unlike most billionaires focused only on money, Jeff Bezos is obsessed with space. Through his company Blue Origin, Bezos has invested billions trying to build a future of private space travel. Rockets, space technology, lunar projects. His long-term vision involves humans eventually living beyond Earth itself. And honestly, that's the kind of ambition only ultra-rich people can even attempt. Because once someone reaches Bezos-level wealth, normal spending stops matching. Entire industries become investments. Space becomes a business opportunity. That's the level he operates on now. But his lifestyle also sparked criticism over the years. Some people admire Bezos as one of the greatest entrepreneurs ever. Others criticize Amazon over working conditions, labor issues, and extreme concentration of wealth. Because when one person accumulates hundreds of billions of dollars, public debate becomes unavoidable. And maybe that's what makes Bezos so fascinating. He represents both the dream and controversy of modern capitalism at the highest possible level. A man who turned an internet startup into a global empire powerful enough to influence shopping, technology, entertainment, and cloud computing across the entire world. And despite already achieving unimaginable wealth, Bezos continues expanding. Artificial intelligence investments, media ownership, space exploration, real estate, technology. His empire keeps growing larger every year. But maybe the craziest part of Jeff Bezos' lifestyle is how disconnected it feels from ordinary reality. Private security, elite events, billion-dollar decisions, mega yachts traveling across the world, space launches funded almost like hobbies. At a certain point, wealth stops looking human-sized entirely. And Bezos may be one of the clearest examples of that anywhere on Earth. Because while most people think about surviving month to month, Jeff Bezos thinks about the future of humanity itself. That's how massive his world had become. And honestly, very few people in history have ever operated at this level of wealth and influence. And maybe the wildest part about Jeff Bezos' lifestyle is that his wealth keeps generating even more power every single year. While ordinary millionaires focus on luxury cars or expensive vacations, Bezos operates on a completely different scale. entire rocket launches, billion-dollar investments, private islands, elite global connections, and technology projects shaping the future itself. That's what life looks like when money is no longer limitation. And honestly, his world feels closer to science fiction than reality. Private space companies, AI expansion, massive media influence, and luxury beyond imagination all exist inside the Bezos empire. But despite already becoming one of the richest people in history, he still seems obsessed with building even bigger things. Which means Jeff Bezos isn't just living a billionaire lifestyle anymore. He's building the kind of influence that could shape the future of humanity itself for decades to come. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more deep dives into billionaire lifestyles, hidden wealth, and the luxury empires of the world's richest people.